While you're doing that, I'm going to chew.
You're scrunching your nose like those cats on TikTok.
I'm TikTokable.
TikTok of the town.
That was really
Thank
yummy.
you, Dave.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to clap just in case it helps
Okay.
me someday.
You clap. And I'm going to take a big slurp.
Ew.
Oh my God. Welcome to Big Natural Talents.
I think.
We're joined by a noisy mouth. Noisy little mouth.
Hey guys, I'm Noisy Little Mouth. That's my character that I do on YouTube. It's an ASMR character that I do.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Noisy Little Mouth.
Yeah.
Do you reckon your listeners will like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels like they will.
Cammy.
It's good to be here.
Cammy, welcome home.
Thanks
Welcome
for having
home
me.
to Big Natural Talents.
Can I begin by saying
Mhm.
I love you both.
Wow.
Big fan of both of you.
Wow.
So happy to see BNT back on the airwaves. So happy to be included back in this podcast. And I just hope we have a nice time today because I'm a big fan of both of you guys.
Thank you so much for your support, your
okay.
constance,
Mhm.
and your sort of unwavering,
Yeah.
like in the storm of this
Yeah.
industry,
Mhm.
an unwavering support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm here for you guys always. I want you to know that.
No,
Yeah.
I do know that, and I
Mm.
feel that sort of
We know that.
said and
Yeah.
unsaid. You
Yeah.
know, someone recently was talking about like what are the funny names you have for your like group chats. So I went through all my group chats.
Mm.
And I didn't have many, but one of them is the classic Looney Tunes, which is us three. and so I went, why is it Looney Tunes? And I went, well, we had a formative experience at Warner Brothers Movie World.
We did.
So good.
So good.
Oh.
So good.
Is it? Are we allowed to reminisce? Like,
Yeah, let's begin by reminiscing.
I think so, and listeners as well. Like, if you're a long-term listener, you will remember we did we recorded an episode, the three of us, on the Gold Coast, like around the time of
Oh,
this.
did we actually?
Yeah. Well, whether or not you, we definitely have the episode. I think you're on the episode with us, but go back and listen if you haven't. It is so funny. But we went to Movie World together, and
Yeah.
I honestly, like, when you think about like pure moments of like joy in your life,
Yeah.
it's got to be up there in one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
For sure.
Yeah.
We were all being employed to go to the Gold Coast to do stand-up. And
Yeah.
instead we spent the whole day riding roller coasters, eating
Yeah.
ice cream, fucking around.
Yeah.
And then we got to this show that we were being paid to do and none of us could deliver at all on the
not.
job of being a comedian and
Yeah.
a performer.
Absolutely.
Our brain chemicals, like we had like gone through roller coasters, like all
Yeah.
of the serotonin had
We've been
rushed
through
through our
so
bodies.
much.
We could feel nothing. We
Yeah.
were on stage. We were talking in monotones. We were like, people weren't laughing. If people threw a bottle at my head, I wouldn't have felt it. I would have said, okay, keep going. I
Yeah.
feel nothing. I felt everything. I felt the gamut of human emotion today. Nothing
Exactly.
you say can hurt me. Nothing I say will be funny. But here we are.
Yeah, I
yeah.
have been on the Joker coaster today, guys.
Yeah,
You think
back
I give a
when.
shit about performing in front of you guys?
Totally. And I feel like, Lauren, you always reference like quite often a moment where like, which sums up me or whatever, where I'm like talking to a kid in line for a roller
Oh,
coaster.
yeah.
You
know,
Of
like-
course. Of
yeah.
course I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So-
was a very, that was a day. I knew I already liked you guys, but I will admit I was a little bit like, God, what's it going to be like being on tour with these two? Because I don't know them that well and they're very close. And am I just going to feel like totally excluded? And I felt like you grabbed this old man and you led him through the theme park of life and you gave him new life.
And we got swept up, and I remember you got when we said we got ice cream, we didn't just like get a scoop of ice cream.
Yeah.
Cam got like a brownie sundae with a brownie and ice cream and
That's my kind of guy.
Yeah.
whipped cream on top.
Yes.
And you were standing there eating them when all of a sudden the parade started. And we said, it's the Joker. And we started running.
We leapt up.
We were running, holding whipped cream, getting it on our faces to see the Joker. And that is nothing will ever compare to
Also,
that.
Austin Powers as well, of
Oh,
course. The
I
Austin,
was like,
Austin
did I
Powers
imagine that?
performed. No,
Was
that was
Austin
real.
Powers-
Yeah, like Bizarre. What a bizarre place Warner Brothers Movie World is, where they're like, hey, we have access to all the WB content, so all the classic DC comic book characters, but we also do have Austin Powers, so we'll just shove him and Dr. Evil in there as well.
But why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
That's awesome.
It's just like all Batman, Catwoman, the Joker, the Flash, and then all of a sudden this horny British spy.
Which is such a like dated reference
I
now.
know.
Which I forget because I'm like, well, that's at the core of me. But
Yeah.
it is not relevant very much
No,
anymore.
kids are like, who's this guy? And what are all these like? Why are all these girls dancing around him and pretending to be into him? What is going on?
For children, it's like, well, he's like a very sexual kind of detective, time travel.
Yeah.
But his main thing is that he's sexual.
He's really sexual.
He's really sexual.
But that was a formative trip for me because I felt, first of all, welcomed and included by you two, but also I felt my heart grow. And all of a sudden I was like, wow, I have genuine love for these two and I love these guys. And I've made 2 new friends over the course of this trip.
Yeah.
We need to go back.
Yeah, let's go back to the Gold Coast.
Take me back.
I don't think I've had a better time there. And I also think about like it's a roll of the dice who you travel with, what trips you do in comedy. Like it's really, the bar can't be high.
I know.
It's low, but that's like, I'll never forget it. I'll never get it. And that's what I mean. It's in the room with us right now.
Yeah.
I'm taken back. Like
Yeah.
I think about it of like your your high school love and like you see him and you go, that's what you are. You're
I know.
Yeah, I'm taken back to this beautiful, that friendship and it's still there. And that's like so beautiful. But also, how are you?
Yeah.
But also, like, what's going on?
What's happened since we got off those roller coasters?
Have I been to any more theme parks since
Yeah, I
then?
mean,
Let me
have you?
think. Yes, I've been to Disneyland in Japan.
Japan.
How was it?
Yeah. It wasn't the same.
Oh my god! Wait.
It was better. No.
Can I quickly pause to put a pitch out there to any producers listening to the show, to any angel investors, to any funders? TV show idea, streaming now. Us 3, we tour theme parks all over the world, and we just like hang out and review them and like go on the rides.
Yeah, go on the rides.
We
eat
go back
heaps
to-
of ice cream.
Yeah, we get sick. We test the roller
Yeah,
coaster.
yeah.
All different theme parks all over the world.
We
but-
get IBS in every country around the world.
Yeah. That's the dream show.
That's
And
a
I
good
think
show.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to watch it. All the B&T listeners want to watch it, and so just do it.
If the whole premise of the show is these guys will eat a bucket of ice cream and then go on a roller coaster and we'll see if they vomit, people would watch that.
That's like Hot Ones, right?
yeah, that's all ones.
We'll ask incisive questions while we're on the roller coaster,
Yeah.
vomiting.
We're interviewing like Margot Robbie and
Yeah.
stuff.
Wait, but guys, didn't you see the news that like the Scooby coasters like back?
Yes.
What's the news? Like,
That
was
is
it
actually, we should be covering Movie World News.
Yeah.
And
That
Scooby
should be
Coaster's
regular.
back.
was it open when we were there, or was it not?
Yeah, we went on
It
it.
was.
Oh, okay. So since we
It did shut down for a while.
It shut down for maintenance for a few years, and I noticed because I was on the Gold Coast again a few more times. And we were like, should we go to Movie World? I looked it up and I was like, Scooby Coaster's closed. Why bother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
But
bother?
Very excited to say that it is
It's back.
reopening.
And you know what's so funny? I actually think I went on that ride with Ben, and Ben, that was like too scary for Ben.
It was pretty
Do you see what I
scary.
mean? Like you guys are above Ben, my long-term boyfriend, in terms of like fitting that and it all coming together. Like Ben, it was the best, but it wasn't the best because he's being like, I'm rattled by the Scooby.
He
I'm
was
like,
rattled by it.
yeah.
I mean, it's a children's ride. So we're adults. We went on Superman, fastest roller coaster in the Southern Hemisphere. Joker, highest drop in the Southern Hemisphere. I think we went on the Green Lantern ride, which is a one-of-a-kind ride that has a spinning axis on every carousel.
Keep going. Tell me more. I love how we almost got past the topic of Movie World.
No, we're back.
We're back.
These are like adult coasters. And we're a couple of coaster heads. We know that.
Yeah,
we're all
yeah,
into
yeah.
coasters. But Ben, if he can't handle that, I would hate to see him on the Joker because
Oh, he wouldn't go.
he couldn't handle it.
He wouldn't go.
He'd be screaming.
Can I segue this into something just because I like, so that's something I've noticed about Ben is like, yeah, he won't want to go on scary rides, so he's watching while I'll go on others with other men and stuff like. I actually think that happened. I remember I was sitting.
He sits in the cuck chair.
He's a coaster cuck.
I was sitting next to
he's a coaster cuck.
this famous guy from a basketball team, and then like I went and got a photo with all the basketball, and Ben was just taking the photos of me and the team because he waited and held the bags. Anyways,
the photo with the whole basketball team. He's like a gangbang coaster.
Yeah, for sure. These beautiful boys just ran a train on my girl.
Just ran a ghost train on my girl.
Ghost train.
anyways, I was just thinking about this because have you guys heard about that new movie that's out? It's called Weapons, and it's a scary movie.
Yeah,
I've watched
I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to see it. I'm in your camp. You've seen it. Ben will never see that with me. And something I was thinking about is I haven't watched scary movies in a really long time because I get scared about like taking it home with me. You know what I mean? I get scared about.
You can't leave it at the cinema.
You can't, because then I go home and I'm a bit scared of the dark and I can't really see. But I had this crazy thought of like, you know how to go to a movie by yourself is really like, it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
What do you think about going and seeing a scary movie by myself, thinking that I haven't seen them in ages? Is it more or less scary to be in a big room watching a scary movie? As my friends, and with that context, what do you think?
I'll tell you this. I love to see a movie by myself, and I have talked about this before, but I see horror movies by myself a lot as well. Well, I did more when I was like just doing comedy at night and I wasn't writing or anything during the day. I'd just be like, I'm going to a fucking movie and just go watch a movie by myself. But I remember going to see Men, which was a horror movie from about 3 years ago. And I went and saw it by myself during the day. And there's a part in the movie that is so gory and graphic and grotesque that I was standing up in the cinema and like pacing around I was the only one in there, and I was like pacing around, like arms crossed, like walking up and down the aisle and stuff. And it felt very freeing to just be like, I'm going to treat this like my living room. I'm feeling tense. I'm going to get up and walk around, get some of this kinetic energy out.
You were the man.
I was the man in Men. And like, I think you can do that. If you're going during the day, stand up and walk around. Treat it like it's home.
So you think it's less scary to watch a movie in a big cinema alone in the dark than like home alone with your laptop in your home by yourself? Like, what do we think?
I mean, look, again, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but watch the movie on your television at home. There's no reason to be watching movies on your laptop with the speaker. It's terrible. Stop it.
Are you watching stuff on your laptop?
Yeah.
Fucked up of you to do that. You don't like live in a share house with 12 people.
And I have a huge TV.
She's a big
What?
TV.
Wait, I've got an old Google Chrome, so nothing's fucking with it.
But you just plug work. I'll come over with
Please
a
come over.
Chromecast and
Please.
figure this out, okay?
Please.
We'll get you a HDMI cable. We can do this.
Do you have a smart TV?
No, I don't think so.
You got a dumb TV?
TV. Simpleton.
It is
Is it only 25? Have you got a dumb TV? It's crazy.
Wait, there's a little bug flying
Yeah,
around.
that's actually one of my friends.
That's,
Yeah.
was it you that sent me that J-Lo video of the cricket on her neck?
Oh my god, I don't know if I sent it to you, but
I saw it.
Did you see
Yeah,
the
Of course.
cricket on J-Lo?
I respected it. I said, she's pulling this off. She looks great.
Yeah, and everyone was going, Dada!
Yeah,
She's just like, yeah, they're cheering for me. It's like, no, they're cheering for the cricket.
They're cheering for the cricket, J-Lo.
And then she flicked it off.
Yeah, and I thought that was really classy
with
the way she did
finesse.
that.
She's such a kilowatt smile. But wait, go back to what you're
Okay.
saying. Sorry. It's on TV.
Um,
Watch it on TV, but like, where do you stand? And then I'll leave it.
Okay, so I feel like when you first said like in a cinema by yourself, I think that sounds scary.
Yeah.
But I also think about like the movie that really rattled me the most in my life in terms of horror movies because of age, time, what it was, Paranormal Activity.
Same.
And that scared me so much at the time. But my main takeaway from that movie was like they kept going to their house. They kept going to sleep in their haunted ass house. And I was like, you know what you could do if there was a ghost following you like that is you could go to a 24-hour McDonald's because I don't think a ghost would go there.
I fully agree.
Yep,
A
A ghost would not go there. And that's maybe how I feel about the cinema as well because the cinema
Just
is
get
in
a
like
job at
a
Macca's.
Westfield or something. And it's
Yeah.
like there's not like a haunting coming to
I think you're
Westfield.
right.
You leave it there. You just leave it at the cinema.
Yeah.
You walk out. As soon as you walk out, you see a Ben and Jerry's, and then immediately
Yeah.
you leave the fear.
You're like, oh, nothing
You
bad
go,
could ever happen
yeah,
to me here.
right next to a Ben and Jerry's, swirling colours,
No.
peace signs.
There's no ghost. There's
No,
no
there's no
haunting.
ghost,
There's no
no.
like witchcraft or something. But in your house, that's where the ghost.
I think
could
you're
be.
so right. This is what I wanted from you guys. I'm going to go see my first ever scary movie
By
by
yourself.
myself
Do it.
in a cinema.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
suggest something? And
Please.
maybe Weapons won't be screening this way, but I have gone to a few mum and bub sessions by myself. I don't have a bub, and I'm not a mum. but you can just go to a mum and bubs. And it's a bit cheaper.
You as a single man,
Single
by
man.
yourself, you'll
Single
go to
man
the
by
Mum and
myself,
Bubs.
you can go up to the counter and go, can I have a ticket for Mum and Bubs? And they go, absolutely. And you just go through and
Yeah.
the lights are still up a little bit. It's not fully dark. And you can just chill on your phone and watch the movie.
No.
It's like
way.
you're in your living room.
That is crazy because
With all the
And there's
the
fuck all
bubs.
mums and bubs in there.
Bubs.
What mums are bringing their bubs to see movies?
But a mum and bubs session's not sacred. My friend the other day was like, I just got my working with children's sex. She was like, it was way too easy. Like, I feel like they
Yeah.
should have had more steps.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel the same about mums and bubs.
I didn't
Why
see-
are they letting one guy?
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
Shouldn't be allowed
Lone
in
guy.
there.
I
in a-
know.
What's the point of a mum
I
and
even
bub
said
set?
that to them. I said, I could be a pedophile, guys.
Yeah.
And they went, well, we can't do anything about it. So you go in
Enjoy
there,
the
mate.
movie.
Yeah, enjoy the movie or whatever you're looking at
It's
and have a
mums,
good time.
mums, bubs, and single men.
Yeah.
Why-
Men in their 30s who are just kind of chilling and on their phone.
Yeah. I guess
Hole
if
in the
there's-
popcorn.
Yeah. Hands where we can see them, please. If there's not
Relax,
many...
mums. I'm not going to do anything weird. I'm just here to watch the flick. It's a bit
What-
cheaper.
What if you
Mm.
were wearing one of those shirts that say like female FBI?
FBI, female body inspector.
It's all right, mums.
I walk in going,
I don't mind if you breastfeed. It's your right. You've got to feed your
Yeah.
baby.
got to feed the baby. And hey, if there's any leftover milk squirts, I'm in my bloody long black.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, they forgot to put milk in my coffee.
Yeah.
Oh no, what am I gonna do?
Are you done with that? And tapping the baby and be like, you done with that? You going to finish that?
That's funny.
Well, maybe there should be sessions because if the bubs and mums aren't even going to these sessions
Yeah.
that much, there should be sessions for like just a guy.
Yeah,
but,
just
like
a
guys who
dude.
want to hang.
The ones who's already seen the movie,
seen the movie.
but sort of wants to go again and just fuck around on his phone and
Yeah.
reply to emails.
And they only advertise it on Letterboxd.
yeah, exactly.
And so you just say, oh, yeah, you come. And then you go, yeah, what do you reckon about this bit? Yeah, I wanted to see this bit again.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's kind of what it was. I went and saw that SNL. Are we all
Sorry.
Are we all obsessed with the bug?
I'm trying to kill her.
I keep seeing the bug come this close to my face.
I
And
think
we
there
keep
might
trying
be.
to catch it with one hand. I can see it now. It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
I think we have to lure the bug to us.
Yeah, Buggy.
Not that way. You don't have to squeeze your tits together, for God's sakes.
I gotta go.
You don't have to be horny. They're not into that. You can just try.
What do
Just
you want
like,
me to do? Defecate in the corner.
I guess, yeah, like they're more like shit and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you have any shit or piss?
Yeah.
or-
Sorry, what were you saying? Were you saying?
I don't know. I'm.
We'll
Yeah,
talk about the
sorry.
The
movies.
bug
Yeah.
took it all.
Yeah.
The bug took all our energy, guys. We're obsessed with this fucking bug.
The bug is an energy vampire.
Yeah, I know. I hate it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Can I tell you one thing that
No,
also comes
Yara,
to mind
no.
when I look at you?
Oh
Sorry.
no, God, what?
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 When I look into your eyes.
What is it?
I just think about sorry, when my ex-boyfriend like took me on sorry, my anniversary for our anniversary, sorry, our 1 year or 6 months or something, and it was a screening of a movie
Right.
at the Manly like special Orpheum, Hayden Orpheum.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it was, this was before I think we were close.
yeah.
It was you and Alexi, you had put on a screening. You had your big podcast and you had a screening of like,
yes.
What was the
Wayne's
movie?
World, maybe?
I think it might have been Wayne's World.
We did a couple of Mike Myers things, so it may have been Wayne's World.
Yeah.
You came to one of those.
Yeah, and I didn't listen to the podcast and I didn't really know you, but he knew you and like it was like I guess we
Wow.
loved the movie or whatever and I went to go to a screen and I just feel like that doesn't happen anymore. Like I
No,
love that type of event and you guys are the perfect and I just think about it. No one's doing that anymore.
we should do it again.
I think so.
Maybe we should do it at Mums and Bubs sessions now.
Yes.
So
we
it's at
could-
11 o'clock every day.
We could host the Mums and Bubs. What movie would we?
Okay. Good cue.
I mean, like Looney Tunes.
Obviously.
Something.
There is a new Looney Tunes movie coming out.
Are you
Really?
fucking serious? Wait. What?
What?
There's like 2 new Looney Tunes movies.
Is it?
Two?
Is it? Is it an all-female reboot?
Yeah, they're all hot. They're all chicks and they're hot.
Wow.
No, there's whatever it's called. I don't know. There's some Looney Tunes one.
Yeah.
And then there's one with Will Forte and John Cena in it as well.
Oh,
Like-
is that the Roadrunner one?
That one.
Oh, yeah, that one that was axed and then
Yeah,
they brought it
it's
back.
coming back.
It's back.
So
Out
we're
of the
going to have
vault.
2 new Looney Tunes flicks.
So Looney Tunes isn't dead because I feel
Two
like
tunes.
I love Looney Tunes. I
Yeah.
only recently was showing Ben. I like to save my favorite TikToks. Ben's not on TikTok, and I show him all the funny ones. And I showed him one that's just like It's literally called like Mel Blanc screaming like in all the Looney Tunes comic as all different characters, and he's like, I'm in tears showing him this TikTok. He's like, you've shown me this before. You've loved this. I'm like, it's so good, and I feel like that forms a lot of my like humor and like reference. And I'm like, no one thinks about Looney Tunes. No one. I want to get high and watch Looney Tunes with my friends, but like, who's doing that?
Who's the new Mel Blanc? Probably Seth MacFarlane.
Was he the guy that voiced this?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just deducting here from.
Yeah, good detective work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a real Austin Powers type, which I like.
Oh, a very sexual detective.
Yeah, he did a bunch of the Looney Tunes characters.
Oh.
Like Bugs and stuff like that.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane's the new Mel Blanc.
Yes.
Kind of is.
He totally is. And also, why is this bringing up a memory that I talked about being in love with him and you thought I was fucked up for that?
No.
I thought
with
his
Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah, his music. I like
his
music. I think he's really classy. You think he's scum under your shoe. Sorry.
No, I just think that's... Yeah, so Seth MacFarlane... Did we talk about it on this show?
Potential. We don't have to fully get into it. But
he puts out like Frank Sinatra style swing records.
Yeah.
Where it's just him with a big band being like... Ain't that a kick in the head? Like
I know,
singing
and I've heard
shit.
I've seen people being like, it's amazing that he's like so talented as a singer and he just like plays it down. And I'm like, I think anyone can do that.
Yeah, crooning.
How about that? Like, there you go. It's kind of like how I think if no one knew who I was and I was announced as like, oh, this is the person who's going to do this, I could like sing Ave Maria like at a wedding and no one would bat an eye. Because you just kind of
showed up and just sang Ave Maria.
Yeah, if you just put on the voice, you go,
yeah.
everyone would be like, yeah, all right.
do you think you would pass as like
I could do it.
a student of like the con, like the
Yeah.
Conservatory of Music? I actually think that's really true.
Yeah.
I know girls who I went to school with who like their job is to like go to weddings and like go to funerals and like perform. And I actually think I picture you with one of those things that's like rolly. It's like a box, like a rolly box that has like your sheet music and like I reckon you would
and I'm
look like.
hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I'm coming up to my grade 5 exams. So I'm going to be doing a selection of Puccini and Tchaikovsky. Thank you.
Everyone's like, oh, I buy it.
Yeah.
Little do they know you're a fucking just some
for you.
dumbass comedian.
Fucking
Totally.
idiot. I just thought of something that I think Concetta would like, but that was reminded of by Alexi recently. Do you know Richard Cheese?
No.
I do.
You're going to love this guy.
You'll go batshit crazy for Richard Cheese. Yeah.
Richard Cheese.
You'll absolutely
that
go
name.
gaga
You're
for
gonna
Richard
love
Cheese.
Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine because he's a guy, and you would have heard some of this stuff, but he was like hot. When would this have been?
What?
2000.
Yeah, 2000 and never. 2004, 5-ish. Yeah.
Well, explain him and do an impression for me.
He is I suppose, would you say comedian, comedy adjacent,
musical,
musician?
comedy.
And he was sort of in that Seth MacFarlane swing Sinatra vibe, but he would do modern songs that were either like rap or new metal or punk songs, but in the style of swing, big band shit.
Okay.
And it was like a funny thing for people to get into at that time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Like it'd be like my neck, my back, and my pussy and my crack.
But he's got a really great voice
I
and
see.
a good band behind him and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it was
Okay.
a lot of that. A lot of my neck, my back, my pussy, my
Okay.
crack.
Thanks.
Songs with lots of swearing in it.
Yeah. Nice.
Horny songs. But and his name was Richard Cheese, and the album is called Lounge Against the Machine.
That's fine.
And
I think you should check it out.
you should
I
check
would-
it out.
yeah.
And we think everyone should check it out.
Yeah. I think put it on, check it out.
Richard
have
Do
a
some
listen.
housework.
I'm
Do some
writing it
housework.
down.
Check it out. Let's upload it to like Triple J Unearthed or something. Like
Absolutely.
we've got some sway in the room here. We could
Definitely.
actually really kind of
If
try
we
to
could
make this
get
happen.
Richard Cheese, Lounge Against the Machine, maybe in the hottest 200 next year.
Oh my
Surely.
God, Richard
You know,
Cheese.
like on Double J, I think that would be great.
Can I can't tell if I'm going to say this is going to offend you, and I would like to know if Lauren agrees.
Oh God.
But
Wow.
I feel like you, like,
I agree.
Oh shit.
Lauren-
What is it?
Well, Lauren, I think like visually and aesthetically, like you're a classic beauty, and I think you,
I'm not offended yet.
I think you would pass as like a girl who's like got formal music experience and like
Wow.
could sing and be like serious. I look at you, Cammy, And you're not too far from Richard Cheese in that you are a really talented musician and that's your amazing shows and like you
Classic beauty as well.
But you look funny.
Is that where this is going?
No, I was just gonna say
You look like shit, dude.
I could see you. You would never do this, but I could see you as like a Seth MacFarlane type in that like you can do funny voices, you can be funny comedian, but I could also see you with a crooning album.
You can croon.
I could see you with a
Okay,
real.
I'll tell you this for real. A dream end up of my career at some point, say I'm like 60, is that I tour around with a big band. And the band there's like horns involved and keys. Everyone's in suits. I'm in a suit as well. And I'm just telling showbiz stories that then segue into classic old.
Yes!
So I'm like, and then Shane Jacobson said to me, "You'll never work in this town again." Ain't that good?
Is that all there is?
It's just Australian show business stories.
Yes. Yes.
And then I turned around the corner and I looked up and I realized it was Paul Hogan. Bam, bam, bam.
Yes.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Can you not see that? You have an old Hollywood vibe to you.
I'm a song and dance man.
Song and dance man.
I
Yeah.
could see it. I could see my career going that way. If you can get to a point in your career where all you need to do is tour around with a chair and tell stories about things that have happened to you, fucking you've made it.
Yeah.
An evening with Cameron.
Yes.
James.
Maybe
Yes.
a Q&A where like you get Mark Fennell or something to sit next to you and ask you scripted questions that you've approved,
yeah.
that you have an anecdote for,
Yeah.
every single one.
Mark Fennell is also now really old and grey, but he's still wearing a tight black tee.
Yes, exactly.
He's like, so when you worked with Denise Scott in 2025, you had a romance.
I'm
When you
picturing
were on
Park.
WTFAQ on ABC.
That's so funny. I was picturing that accent made me think of Parkinson. You remember that guy?
Yeah,
Parker.
yeah. I'd love
Parker.
that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would
I
love
had
that.
something to
That's
say.
a great
Yeah.
place to end up. If we could all end up there, we should all be so lucky.
Wait,
should
what
be
about
so
me?
lucky.
What do I look like I could do that isn't just
I
comedy?
think, you know how Ando has that show where he's interviewing people and he's painting them at the same time?
Yeah.
Yours is like that. But instead of painting them, you're just like
She's eating a whole big tiramisu.
eating fucking
Big
cheesecake.
tiramisu. A whole wedding cake, and you're eating it with a fork.
You eat a full meal.
and
They don't eat it all.
No. The guest isn't eating it all.
I don't even offer once.
They're
Yeah.
Yeah.
And waiters keep coming over and topping up your
They're
wine.
not allowed. They have tap water.
You go through like the entree, you go through every course.
And they ask you about, they're like, oh, so what's this? And you're like, I don't know. I think it's like a Parmesan.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Oh my God,
You don't
it's
know what
really
you're eating.
good. It's just so good.
Whatever they bring
Yeah,
out.
but I need to be eating
Yeah.
the whole
You eat
time.
it constantly, go full mouth. The
And
whole
then,
time.
yeah. And so, hang on a sec.
When you passed, when you passed that law, Prime Minister, where they,
And then at the end, when the interview's done, you just burp in their face.
No,
Blah!
I never do that. No, I'm not.
Really?
I don't burp like that.
As if.
she's a farter. She's
Oh,
not
you're a
burper.
fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I turn around and spray. my
You know how it's like
cheeks.
lover, not a fighter? She's
Oh, yeah.
farter, not a burper.
Yes. No, for real though, I could see you doing, it's a show business stories type show, like the one we've just described, but instead of going into songs, you put on wigs and you become the different characters.
Oh, I like that.
And you're like, and that's when I met Luca Muller. And then there's a bit of a music and you put on like a wig and a cap and you turn around and you're like, hey guys, I'm Luca. Hi. And then you do a little monologue as them and then you take it off and you go back to you.
Wow.
But that was that part of my life. Let's move forward.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I like it involves wigs.
Yeah, there's heaps of wigs, bald caps. You do Tom
Wow.
Gleason in a bald cap and
Oh
stuff.
my god.
I mean, what's
Yeah.
mine now that no, just to
Okay, here's what yours is.
Okay.
Yours is it's just you sitting in the woods.
Yeah, and I'm like, I've had enough.
yeah. Just whispering, and there's no camera and no audience.
Yeah.
And it's just you going, fuck this.
Fuck this, and it's like it's a performance, a durational performance art piece called "If a Woman Whispers in the Woods and There's No One There to Instagram Live It."
Yes.
Does it even happen?
What's her name? That woman.
Abramovich?
Yes.
I was just thinking.
Abramovich.
Marina Abramovich. I could see you
Me too.
going down the Abramovich path.
Would love that.
Where it is performance art based,
Yeah.
and you do that sitting piece that she did where people come and sit opposite her.
The artist is present.
The artist is present, which I did see at MoMA
Oh, really?
in New York City.
Did you sit?
I didn't sit.
You didn't sit.
Just watched. Kept going, what's going on down there?
Is she going to say something?
Oi!
Sit all day. How does she piss?
You thought it was a mums and bobs session.
Yeah.
Just saw a woman.
Yeah, I
sitting.
went to the Mums and Bobs.
Mums and Bubs session. Marina Abramovic, the artist is present. Yeah.
Not enough bubs.
Yeah, they put Baby Shark on in the background and stuff just because it gets a bit boring. I think Marina actually really liked it. She would get bored just looking at people.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just I'm doing bits for her behind the other person.
What? Like she's won a British guard that you're trying to make laugh.
That's
But
awesome.
I see you doing a version of that, but everyone that comes and sits opposite you is someone that's wronged you.
Wow.
And then you get to
long line.
long line, big queue. And then you either get to forgive and make peace or really go at them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hardcore style.
Wow.
And everyone's invited. You don't know whether you're going to be invited to be in the line or just as an observer.
That's
To watch.
unreal. And it's called Forgive or Forget? Question mark.
Yeah.
Question mark? And you have to
Yeah.
be fully nude. I'm not
Yeah.
nude.
You're not nude.
They're nude.
You're actually overdressed.
Yeah.
And you're really sweaty.
I'm in a full wool suit.
And everyone else is fucking naked as
Naked.
shriveled ass little dicks
Yeah.
and stuff.
And I get to laugh at them and stuff.
Yeah. And I can't wait to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder which line I'm going to be
Wow,
in,
I can't
observer
wait.
or participant.
Can't wait to apply for a grant for this project.
You probably could get some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
You probably could.
Now, should we get into any gossip or anything?
Yeah,
Cammy?
actually, Cam, what's you said you had some gossip for us, some blasts from the past. or-
Well, yeah, so I'm old. I'm 97 years old. And
You're in the twilight years.
I'm in the twilight years. I'm looking back a lot.
Mm.
And I've actually got my 20-year high school reunion coming up in November. So I'm doing a lot of looking back.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a group on Facebook, and so everyone's adding each other and shit, like people you haven't seen in a long time and stuff. So I'm like getting all these memories and feelings coming back to me. All right, and 2 have come back to me. So I can share one or both with you depending on what you want. But here's one that I remember the other day.
Yeah.
2008, I was a friend of mine from high school who I don't think I should name was a child actor.
Wow.
And
Were they in anything we would have seen, or just
yeah, probably. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's just like a jobbing actor. He's very talented, very good actor. Lives in LA. Classic Aussie in LA. He's ripped like every fucking actor.
It sucks how you not even famous people have to
be
so
super ripped.
hot.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and he's like insane. He doesn't do like thirst traps or whatever, but anytime he does a selfie, I'm like, those guns are fucking mental. And you're not even like
crazy.
a Hemsworth, but you have to have them.
You just have to look like that to work at a shop.
Yeah, to play a barista in an episode of Superstore or something like that. But he was always like an actor as a kid, and he was in things on TV when he was a kid. And then when we were in high school, he got cast in this show that filmed in the UK. And so he was away for like 6 months, and then he came back. And I was, by the way, I was so fucking jealous of this
Yeah,
dude.
I'm jealous of him right now.
Yeah, like his name's Zach. Say it. His name is Zach. Very talented man.
Yeah, and you might know him from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
But he was like, his name is Zach Braff, and the show was Scrubs. But he was like, I remember like when he came back, our principal made a big deal about the fact that Zach had been filming this show overseas and like got him up at assembly and stuff. Was like, Zach's been over in London filming a TV series, and Zach, get up here and tell us all what that was like. And he just got to go up and be on stage and like just brag about how sick his life was. And I was just seething like fucking like a little drama and music kid just sitting like, this little cunt, he doesn't know I'm the star.
Yeah.
I'm actually the lead character in this movie, not him. But then over years, he like was in more and more stuff. And when I think 2008, so I was out of school, a couple of years out of school, one of the friends that he made while filming this UK show came over to Australia for a gap year. And
Hello.
Irish guy, by the way,
Hello.
handsome Irish guy.
Yep.
You know the kind of Irish that's like really olive skin, dark hair, wavy dark hair.
Hot.
So hot because there's those ones and there's ones that like look more like you.
Yeah, look at me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally Ireland is like this. It's like hello.
Irish are hot. Anyways.
Irish
yeah,
are hot.
Fully.
But this one is.
But this guy,
one of the good ones.
it's a type of Irish that is like darker complexion and darker hair, and they're rare, and they're beautiful. All of them. It's fucked. And his name was Robert, and he came over for. I don't think he was in Australia for a year all up, but he was here for ages. And everyone was fucking obsessed with this guy.
Yeah.
And there was a girl I really liked named Nat who I had a big crush on, and we had like kissed a couple of times, but nothing had ever developed into a relationship. But I was ready for it to develop into a relationship.
Is this roughly? What grade?
17, 18, 19-ish, 18, 19.
Okay, so then this is like just after school.
Just
then?
after school.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 17 in year 12, so I'd be 18 or 18 probably.
Okay.
And Nat was my age too. Anyway, really liked each other a lot. And then she instantly got a crush on this Robert guy.
Of course.
And he swept in, and they had this like what can only now describe as a sexual summer. A sexual awakening.
This summer I
Summer.
turned sexual.
She had the summer she turned sexual.
With him, not you.
With him, not me.
She'd kissed you a few times and it was non-sexual.
Yeah, it was a non-sexual kiss.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were heading in a direction of maybe even relationship.
Wow.
Wow.
Not that I'm like, I'm not your boyfriend sitting on the cuck chair watching the roller coaster, but it was a little bit like that because I was like, oh, we're slowly building up to something here that is going to be important. And then in comes this hot, dark-skinned Irish guy who like hooks up with her and sweeps her off his feet and all this shit. And then of course he leaves. He goes back to Ireland or whatever. And then it doesn't matter what happened with me now. But anyway, they had that moment, and I kind of forgot about him for a long time. Didn't think about him for ages until last year. I was looking for a new show to watch, and I put on this show on Netflix called The Umbrella Academy. Have you heard of this show?
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
It's like
Are they like have superpowers?
yeah,
or
it's a family that have superpowers. It's
Do you know who told me to watch it? I think Becky.
Did Becky watch it?
I think maybe.
Someone was telling me to watch it. They're like, you got to watch this show. The reason it was sold to me was it's based on a comic book series that Jared Way from My Chemical Romance created. And so whoever it was like, you'll like it. As someone who was into
that you'll like.
Yeah, it was into like emo music in the 2000s. You will now like this show that he's a part of. And so I watched the first season, and this fucking Robert guy is one of the main dudes in the show.
Oh my god!
And he's like even better looking now. I'm going to show you a photo of him. This is him on like a red carpet, and he does the whole like Harry Styles like. He dresses a little bit camp, you know.
He's a cool guy.
That's him on the show. He's got like dark eyeliner and stuff like that. So that is a bit of gossip, is that a friend of mine who I was in love with hooked up with him before he was famous. Had a sexual summer with Robert Sheehan from The Umbrella Academy and Misfits.
Am I crazy? I feel like he's in Skins.
Misfits.
He's in Misfits.
Yes, that's right.
He's one of the main guys in Misfits as well.
The guy from Misfits, I thought he was hot.
That's it.
Well, so did Nat. Nat had a grand old time with the guy from Misfits, apparently.
That's cool.
I wonder what year it was Misfits around the same time?
It must have been a year or so after that,
it was
surely.
Really, that's crazy that, okay, I'm watching Misfits. I'm thinking this guy's hot.
Yeah.
He's just come off the back of a sexual summer with you. Not you.
Wait.
But I'm involved.
No, you're involved.
I'm very involved in his sexual summer.
Yeah, and then I would
I set the stage for it.
Meet you years later.
Yeah,
and then
yep.
everything is connected.
It's
That's
all
awesome.
connected. That's the universe right there.
Amazing.
Also, that's the app title, A Sexual Summer.
Sexual summer.
Yeah. So if anyone, a listener, has ever found that guy attractive, just know, I know someone who's probably had her tit felt by him. Okay?
That's so
And maybe more.
Okay,
Maybe more.
wait.
Maybe more.
You know what we have to get to? This reunion. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah. So for years, I was always like, I never want to go to my high school reunion. I don't want to be that guy.
But now you're famous and
No, like not at all. I don't feel that way.
Not enough.
But I do feel, they're probably not enough, but I do feel somewhat happy and secure with where my career's at, but also where I just am at as a guy, and like I love my life, I love my wife, I love my dog. I feel happy, I feel secure, and I also want to see everyone. So it's not even an ego thing. Like it is a bit, obviously, there's a bit of it. Whenever you go to one of these things, I think there's a bit of an ego trip of like, I would like to prove to everyone that I've done okay.
Totally.
I've turned out all right. But also, 20 years is a long time. I'm just genuinely curious how everyone is.
Yep.
I want to hear their stories. I want to know what they're up to. And I want to write a show about it.
Yes.
I can't do that.
Knock at the
I can't
doors.
mine everyone's stuff. But I would
Yeah.
like to go and like just feel it and be,
Yeah.
I want to experience a high school reunion. You know what I mean?
I think you have to.
I think I have to,
I
too.
really think you have to. And I honestly think, it's undeniable there's like the ego part for everyone. But actually the fact that you're tapped into this like curiosity, that is the part that should fuel you going. And I honestly, and I'm speaking of my mom, who's obviously like way older and like would have like, you know, it's the further you are from it, I reckon the more the curiosity builds and the less
Yeah.
you need to prove because of your age and like feeling comfortable with yourself. And she just would tell the best stories of like, it's so lovely to connect with people that you have that shared nostalgia with. I honestly can see it in my mind's eye of you going, and all that other stuff sort of fades away because you're
Yeah.
not needing to prove as much. You're so good at like asking people questions, seeing where they're at, and like a few wines or whatever.
Yeah,
You'll
big
just have, I
time.
just think you'll have the best time.
I think it'll be so fun. I think 10 years would have been too tight.
I agree. I didn't
too
go 10.
close.
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't go to my 10.
Yeah,
I
I,
think
didn't go to my
20's
10.
getting
I
good.
would have gone to my 10, but then for some reason I was out of town or it was my birthday or something. And it was also like a ragtag organizing thing. It was like not that big and it was just at a pub and I didn't think that many people went.
I'm crazy. I think it's crazy to say 10's not that long to
No,
like 10. I'm
no,
like,
no.
you look
10.
the same, you are the same.
Yeah.
Like you just have a bit of a job now. Like to me, like the 20 is a bit more of like
Yeah.
it's
That's more-
People
feeling
had
more
kids and
reunion-y.
stuff.
Yeah,
People's lives have changed. They are different people. They're maybe not as close with the people they were tight with in school anymore. Like there's distance.
Yep.
I'm sure some people will go purely with the classic motivations that high school reunions bring out of people, which is like revenge or hooking up with, or like
Yes.
seeing someone they had a crush
A
on.
sexual
and all that
summer.
stuff. So having a brief sexual summer. A sexual sojourn. But yeah, I think, I just would like to experience a high school reunion. I've only ever seen them in movies and TV shows.
Oh my God.
I want to have one and I want to see everyone. And it's been so cool on the Facebook group. Like it's the oldest I've ever felt because it's a Facebook group. Like who the fuck joins a Facebook group?
And also we like, I think with the work that we do and like you've moved to Sydney and stuff, like in our industry, like we feel younger than we are. Like I'm just like, yeah, 10 years is too soon. I haven't even like opened my eyes yet. I'm still like a baby. And I'm like, oh, I can think of people in my grade who have like 3 kids now actually.
Totally.
Like,
Yes.
we are like not as young as we think we are. And so
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you will feel old because you're like, oh no, like you are my age. But like they just like had
Yeah.
a different path. And like maybe they have like kids that are like not even babies.
I
and they're
know,
just
like heaps. Yeah.
fully-
So a girl that I loved in high school, and we dated. She has 3 kids, and they're like fucking older than me.
yeah.
They're like grown ups.
Wait a minute.
Like we're friends on Instagram and stuff. And whenever I see her post photos of her kids, I'm like, those are fucking adults. What
Yeah.
do you mean? Like Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Do you go like, I was almost your father?
Yeah, I'll tell them that if I see them.
And maybe I am.
Could have been me, mate.
Hang on. How old are you? You
Yeah.
look, and they're like, oh, I'm 10, and it's like,
Yeah, I'll do the math. I'll carry the 2. Oh, no, okay, yep, you might have just gotten away with it, mate. But
just about
if
to
you had an
sit
older
here.
brother, I'll tell you why.
Hey, you're not 21 and 8 months old, are you? By any chance? Yeah, one of my old friends from school, she has 3 kids now, I think, or 2 or 3. I can't keep track. But then she posted a photo of her son, and like he just looked exactly like she did, like
Oh
when
my
I
God.
knew her, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's fucked up.
And that's kind of cool too. I like
Yeah.
that stuff. I think my wife is like struggling with the idea of a 20-year reunion more than I am. Maybe it's different. But for me, I'm just like fully intrigued, all in. I want to see everyone. I want to know what everyone's up to.
Wait, did your wife go to
exciting.
your school?
No, we went to different schools.
That would have been so crazy.
And
Yes.
do wives and partners come to reunions? It's not.
Well,
a
it
thing, right?
says in the thing, partners welcome, but I'm like, as if.
As if.
I would never go to my wife's one.
Yeah.
fellas, leave your girls. It's 20 years reunion. Never going home.
Wives, bring your wives or leave the rings at home.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Leave
like
your rings at home and put your keys in the bowl. Sorry.
But it's more like I think about it where like Ben doesn't really come to like work stuff because it's just like when there's this whole microcosm that you know, like they can, but it just completely. It's like it's like I'm
It's
like
so boring.
It's so boring.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, just let yourself fully
No.
immerse because like it's not as fun for the other part. Like so. Yeah.
If I had to go to her one, I think I'd find it to be hell on earth.
Oh, same.
What are you going to talk about? You can't reminisce with anyone.
Yeah.
No one wants to have new conversations, I'd imagine.
True.
Just getting to know some guy.
Yeah, it's like, so what are you doing now? Okay, and what were you doing in school?
Yeah, I don't know anything about
fucking who
you.
you are.
I think all anyone will want to talk about is, hey, remember this, remember that. As if they want to be meeting some guy. So this is a shout out to anyone who went to St. Francis Xavier in 2005. Don't bring your fucking partner to the reunion, please. I don't want to meet them.
I don't
None of my
wanna meet your
business.
Fucking random ass wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat
Did you catch it?
Did you catch it?
You were so.
I
close
just
to
caught the
catching it.
bug.
Did
in
you
one
really?
hand. I think I did. I'm gonna
No
release.
way.
I'm
No,
gonna,
wait.
I'm
Should
gonna
I film
release.
it?
This is the second time
Hang
you've
on.
caught the bug. First time was the
Okay,
acting bug.
ready, okay.
I've caught a few
Lauren,
bugs.
we think you've
Okay,
caught a bug
did I
in your hand.
catch the
Let's
bug in my
see.
hand?
Damn.
Oh, brutal.
I don't think you did, right? Yeah.
Where was the bug? Great. Now we have to post that video of my terrible nails for nothing.
For naught. Do you guys have any goss?
I don't think I really do. I've got like one like Reddit post that I kind of wanted to do, but it's like really long. So like maybe I'll do it next week, or maybe I did it last week.
Guess I'll just have to tune in to hear it.
You'll have to tune in.
Do you have more goss? If that's all you want to do.
Well, how much time have we got
yeah.
left?
How long have we done?
I reckon we've got time for one more, unless you want to do any questions or fuck watch, or did you just catch the bug in
Don't.
one hand?
Don't.
This bug?
Okay, wait.
Okay,
Okay, I'm
bug
filming
reveal.
You
in
ready?
3, 2, 1. Did you catch a bug? Damn it.
No.
Also, would we see if it was in there? Yeah, we would.
I don't know.
Damn
I
it.
don't
That was so
know.
cool.
I'm all pumped up now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like how you must feel. Okay, I can tell you one more
I
brief
won't.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't got more.
One more
goss.
gossip.
So there was a kid in my year, and I probably can't say his name, but he ran the Battle of the Bands at our school. He was one of those guys like music adjacent, didn't play in a band, but was always organizing stuff.
That's so
Like-
funny to be like a manager.
Yeah,
At that age.
at age 16, just like, I'm going to run the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, I'm gonna run the gigs. Hey guys, yeah, sign ups online. Yeah.
Yeah,
So gotta-
exactly. That was his persona.
Wow.
And then outside of school, he started a music festival that got pretty popular in our hometown for like a few years. Like every year there was a new one, and bigger bands would join and get to be. He got like big headliners by the end. I think like Josh Pike headlined it one year, and what's his name? Fucking.
John Butler Trio.
They definitely played
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was all like that type of
Yeah.
shit. John
Xavier
Butler Trio.
Rudd.
Xavier Rudd was probably
Matt
on it.
Corby.
I don't think we ever got a Missy Higgins, but we would have got a Sarah Blasco. Do you know
Cool.
what I mean?
Mm.
And I think he ran 4 of these music festivals, and on the 4th one, he at the end of the festival, big turnout, Sarah Blasco, Josh Pike, John Butler Trio, big headliners. So many people come down, pay tickets. He pocketed all the money and then left the country and moved away again to Ireland. What's going on with Ireland?
Wow, he had to fuck that guy.
Yeah, I guess he went over there to fuck Robert Sheehan.
Yeah, Robert Sheehan had already come over. He'd sort of really enticed him, and then he'd gone back over there
Yeah.
and sexually he
Yes.
followed him.
So he disappeared, and then he wasn't on any social media. But for years, whenever I would hear about him, people would be like, he changed his name. He's living in Europe now with
Hey,
like.
that's crazy because when he did that, like there probably was social media, but it wasn't as
It was like
prevalent.
MySpace
It
or
was
something,
like,
yeah.
oh, so he was like, yeah, you can just go to Ireland and disappear. But now
Yeah.
it's like, oh, did you know the internet means we're all connected? more than
Exactly.
ever. You can never run away.
Not anymore. But back then you could. I guess Facebook existed, but Instagram would have just been photos of food and stuff. No one's like really tracking where everyone's at.
Do you reckon he could come to the reunion and people would go, God, it's all right?
I'm kind of hoping he does come because
wouldn't
I
know. I don't
Googled
care.
him last year to be like, where's this guy at these days?
Yeah.
And I Googled his real name and his fake name. And I found, again, this is another Facebook group. Maybe I am just age appropriate for Facebook groups. But I found a Facebook group it was a music industry Facebook group where people were bitching about like con artists and stuff within the music industry and people that rip people off.
And he came on.
And his name was in there so many times, and he'd been like working around Australia under multiple different names, running gigs and not paying people. He's been doing it for like over a decade.
And his stage name is Richard Cheese.
But isn't that weird to like find your thing at that age and be like, I'm going to rip people off, and then to like repeat that format all around the country, like running local things and then just taking the money, moving to another part of the country, doing it again.
I feel sick. This man has like deep psychological issues. He has to be like one of those like compulsive liars.
Yeah.
I think he would be, because in this thread that I found, and I screenshot so much of it, people were like, yeah, I met him too, but he was going by this name. And then someone else would be like, yeah, I met him too. And it was like a slightly different name. He'd change the first name but keep the last name and stuff. And there was like a big list of maybe like 20 aliases that he'd gone under. And it was all low-level shit.
He's a music swindler. Hey,
yeah.
Oh my God, do I dare? I don't want to say it, but this season 3 of Finding
Could
podcast.
be. I did get I went so deep trying to like find him and stuff.
I forget you're so good at that.
Richard, yeah, Cam is an
I'm a snoop.
investigative
No,
journalist.
you're investigative vibes.
But
detective.
I can't believe I knew him. And like he's made a career, I suppose, out of just being a low-level con artist, a swindler.
That means he will not show up to the
He might not show
He
up.
cannot. He cannot.
I will say if he'd done it once, if he'd done that whole thing, if he'd done it the one time, that 4th music festival, John Butler Trio turn up and there's no stage and there's no money for them and they go, well, guess what? We're acoustic anyway. We can handle this.
Yeah, we can do it.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Yep.
They'd play an awesome set. Shouts out to John Butler,
Yeah.
JBT.
Yeah.
If he'd done it the one time, he could come back and it would be cheeky.
Bit of fun.
But the fact that he's done it a lot, that makes it worse.
Yeah. He's like almost renowned, like a famous swindler.
Because I do think this is going to be a sharp turn, but I'm very forgiving of crime after a while. Like I would be like, you cheeky bastard, get over here.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I could.
Because did you hear that one of the youngest Snowtown boy is out of jail now? And everyone's going, what the hell is he doing out? And I'm going, go.
Give him a chance.
We hear Lauren's having a coffee
chance.
with one of the Snowtown guys.
Yeah, I might hang out.
You collabing with him?
Yeah, he's going to be on the pod, you know. He's just trying to make a life for himself, you know.
Did you see, I got obsessed with Ivan Milat's nephew did some murders?
No
I heard
way.
about that.
Like, that's crazy to be like, my uncle's the most famous murderer in this country. I can also do it.
Well, you can never live up to the name.
No, you
He's
can't.
Nepo baby.
But he like full Nepo. He like even killed this person in the same state national forest or whatever that his uncle did it. Like Belangolo.
I love the name.
Fully like following in his uncle's footsteps. He's in jail now. But the reason I know about him is because he recently got in trouble in jail for practicing witchcraft and wizardry.
Well, and that they don't let you do that?
You can get in trouble if people are scared.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He was like doing incantations and standing in his cell being like like trying to scare the guards. Speaking parcel tongue
That's
to the guards and stuff.
That's so funny. They're like against it because they're like, come on, mate. J.K. Rowling's a turf, mate.
She's been cancelled, mate.
All right, mate. This is an inclusive space. You can't say that shit here.
He's doing parcel tongue. Doesn't he know? She's bloody turf.
God. Read the room, mate.
Fuck. I keep forgetting I can swear. Fuck, that's good goss, mate. God, you come through with the goods. Arsenal, a bit of topical shit. Thank you,
Ivan
sir.
Milat doing witchcraft and wizardry.
That's a perfect, I think, note to end on.
That's a good way to end.
That's awesome. Thank you so much,
Cammy, thank you.
Guys, thank you so much.
You're
Thank
awesome.
You.
And I want to
Always a
say you
pleasure.
have Prince Charming hair. And that's one of your best traits. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
fuck the Irish
you.
idiot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fuck.
There is.
Can't wait to see Nat at the reunion. Rub this in her face.
Yeah.
Hey, babe. Remember when you hooked up with the guy from Misfits and the Umbrella Academy? You could have had the guy from a few ABC TV shows that no one really
WTFAQ?
watched.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, you could have had the guy from the FAQ?
Oh, I bet you were watching What the FAQ. Bloody rubbing one out, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. Did The other kind of Irish can be hot too. Is there anything you wanna? Sorry, can
I just say before we get to the plug? So I feel like you'd appreciate this riff that Ben and I did in Bali, but people were weirdly I think Googled me before I got there and knew I worked on the radio. Unbelievable. Like, just people in hotels and stuff. Yeah. And then Ben was joking, saying, like, wait, like, pretending that I was recognized from my most niche appearances onto, like, oh, are you Concetta Christian from WTFAQ? Are you Concetta Christian from the New Year's Eve ABC? Bro? Like, that's a bad one. That's
were you in that sketch on the checkout? Stuff like that.
Hang on. Were you on Australia Now and Then?
Yes!
Hosted by Shane Jacobson?
Oh my God. At Home Alone together.
Stop. Did you say Minecraft?
fully. Anyways, that's that bit. Any plugs, anything to shout out?
When do you think this will be out? This week?
A
Next
couple
week?
months.
No, like
in 2 months' time. I'd like to plug Christmas.
Yeah, happy 2045.
Christmas album.
No, like 3 weeks.
If it's out in a few weeks. I'll be in Tassie, September 4 and 5. Do you reckon this will be out before then?
Yeah.
All right. Hobart, September 4. Launceston, September 5. Me doing stand-up comedy, singing a few songs, maybe with a full band, maybe in a suit.
Maybe telling a few tales. And that is Hobart, Hoe, Hobart. And
all the hoes can come out.
And Slutseston.
Yeah, Slutseston. Hobart and Slutseston.
So good.
So come on out, all the hoes and sluts down south in that map of Tassie. We know it. He's gonna eat out that bush.
Coming to you.
So he's coming. The Pussy King is coming to the Pussy State. we gotta cut the mics. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.